Since that was the case, Wilbur could not be blamed for what he was about to do. Wilbur pulled up at the school in a fit of rage, leaping over the walls to Shelby's dorm building to save time. After asking for their room number, he took the stairs up. Everyone else in the dorm building seemed oblivious to his presence. It only took a little spirit energy to hide from the consciousness of a regular mortal, which was child's play for Wilbur. He arrived to see Shelby's dorm in a state of disarray as if there had been a robbery. Shelby, Yasmin, and Celine were huddled up together on one bed, trembling against each other. Shelby nearly wept when she caught sight of Wilbur. Wilbur hurried over to comfort them, dragging up a stool to sit by the bed. Could you tell me the gist of what happened? Last night we came back and saw that the school board had posted a notice saying that the rat's head found in the canteen food was actually a duck's head, and clarified that whoever reported it had seen the wrong thing, said Shelby. Wilbur frowned. Are you sure it was a rat's head then? I'm positive. All three of us saw it. We were so grossed out we all threw up, said Shelby. Just then, Yasmin said, the photo Shelby posted caused a lot of commotion online at Wilbur. That's why the school took action. The dean even called to warn us that we'd be expelled if we were to talk about this again. That happened not long after you left, said Celine. Wilbur pretty much understood then that whoever was in charge of the canteen definitely had their connections. They had even gotten a school board to claim that a rat's head was a duck's head, for crying out loud. Take me to the canteen. I'll get to the bottom of this, said Wilbur. Shelby said, I don't think we should go. Those people might still be on campus. Well, I'm here, aren't I? There's nothing you have to worry about, said Wilbur. Shelby and her friends nodded at his assuring words. They knew that Wilbur was not any regular person and was extremely strong. On top of that, they did not feel the best about how the case had been handled either. They were traumatized by something so disgusting in their food, only to be threatened about it. How were they going to remain in school if they did not fix it soon? The three girls mustered up the courage to visit the canteen with Wilbur. It was around 10 in the morning then, and the canteen had stopped serving breakfast. Lunch was still a while away, and thus there were not many people in the canteen aside from the staff cleaning the tables. Which stall's food did you find the rat's head in? Asked Wilbur. Shelby pointed at a stall named Sal's Tacos. This one. Wilbur looked over. The stall was pretty big and well furnished, and there were a few staff members washing plates in there. Wilbur sneered, heading over to the stall at once. They were still operating after something like that had happened. Wyber came up to the glass panel separating the stall from the public. Who owns this place? A man in his 40s wearing a chef's uniform looked at Wilbur warily. What's the matter? I think you should know what the matter is, said Wilbur coldly. The chef's expression darkened at once. He spotted Shelby and her friends before his gaze turned back to Wilbur. I'm not going to tolerate any nonsense here. Get lost or you're going to get it. Wilbur smirked coldly at the words. A student found a rat's head in your food, but you were able to forcibly claim it was actually a duck's head and even break into the student's dorm to threaten her. I gotta hand it to you, man. Watch your words, young man. There's a price to pay for saying the wrong thing, you know. The chef scowled, taking his phone out and dialing a number. Wilbur sat down right in front of the stall. Get your boss here, too. I don't think anyone else would be able to afford to take on this responsibility. The chef hung up the phone, smirking at Wilbur. You want my boss here? Do you even know who he is? You don't deserve that. Just as the two men were talking, a dozen of hooligans rushed into the canteen. Who's starting trouble here? The leader, a guy with striking blonde hair, asked.